And 3-1 to the good. He needs 2 more to go through to the last 8. Just to bring you up to date with the other scores, Barry Hawkins has taken a 3-1 interval lead over Mark Williams. It's 2-0 now to Liu Haoshan against Stuart Bingham. And we just saw Ding Junhui punishing Oliver Lyons, missed black off its spot for a 3-1 interval lead on table 1. All of those matches available when they resume in the case of Lyons and Ding and Hawkins and Williams on Discovery Plus, and of course Liu Haoshan and Bingham still got a couple of frames to play before their mini break.
Four and a miss.
I'd like to play thin off that red. Had the option of playing off the pack, which you would normally play. You end up being so fearful of catching it too thick, missed it altogether. Jack could have played a better safety. Ronnie with his hand on the table. This kind of shot, usually very good at popping the red and stun over for the black. That's a very high percentage of these. White ball's just travelled down a little bit more than he would have liked. That's a fraction more difficult, but has a better angle on the black to go into them if he wants. Beautiful control cannon there. The exact red, the exact point.
8.
And as a bonus, that red at the bottom of the pack,
9.
he'll be looking to get on that half ball at some point. Pot that red, open the rest of the pack, be on the black. So this
16.
one shot could be the key to the whole frame.
17.
You can see by his reaction there, he wanted to run on a little bit more. Unusual for him in that position.
Yellow ball.
To lose position.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
But
17.
accepted it, regrouped, and tried to play as good a safety as he could. It's obviously a good one there. That little tap on the table from Jack. He just, with the brown, he's blocked the red to the right-hand side. Again, they're very good signs there. Obviously going to be frustrated that he broke down, but maintained his discipline and tried to play the best shot he possibly could. Get a look here at what Jack is facing. None of it is good. That was the danger. Had to catch the pack thick. And in doing so, you run the risk of pushing a red over the pocket. That's exactly what's happened.
And look at the reds now, spread everywhere. So one good shot here from O'Sullivan.
Yeah, we're going to see it here. Going to have to play with a trace of right-hand side to swerve it past the blue and bring it back towards the red. If he hits it too hard, the side won't take. Yeah, for him it's difficult. He looked at another option, but going to go with this one.
One.
And he couldn't have played that any better, could he? It wasn't just the pot, clearly. It was getting out for the black as he wanted, and he's done that.
Yeah, the bit of right-hand side he had to play to make the pot work to his advantage. It became run inside and come off the 2 cushions and just get out. Won't be taking this black for granted, but you feel if he just pots this black where the reds are, every chance it's going to be 4-1.
I don't recall O'Sullivan ever getting the cue ball cleaned as often as he has today. He's also been doing a lot of general maintenance of the table as he's been going, picking bits off the cloth, but doesn't seem to be affecting his focus at the moment. And as I say that, he's missed the black. Well, that's a potentially very significant moment in this match, because if O'Sullivan does what you'd have expected him to do there, it's 4-1, and this match is nearly gone for Jack Jones. What a chance this is to punish that mistake.
One.
Black's now tied up, but he's got the pink and the blue at least.
Yeah, he'd been surprised and delighted to see Ronnie missing that black. Needs a good visit here just to change the dynamics of the match.
Seven.
He hasn't spent much time in that chair this week. That third frame was only the second he's lost in this tournament so far.
8.
It feels like a must-win frame for Jones, particularly given what's just happened. Very unexpected error from O'Sullivan, having played such a good red initially. And of course, he was on the other side of it in the fourth frame when he missed, and O'Sullivan stepped in to punish.
Had originally played to leave an angle on the blue, but being straight has worked to his advantage. Blue gone on the pink
13.
spot, a little bit closer to the reds.
His highest break so far, just
40.
36, so clearly that's going to have to change.
$19. 20.
As you mentioned earlier, Philip has a great temperament, and he's going to need that. Playing with Sullivan,
26.
it's not just a test of your game, it's a test of your character.
27. 请将手机调到静音，谢谢。
Mobile phone going off. Haven't heard many of those this week, to be fair. There's been a bit of movement in the crowd, which has been a source of frustration for the players at times, but in the main, they're just thoroughly dialed into the quality of the snooker, and it's been of a very high level throughout this
43.
tournament so far. We'll be down to 8, of course, by close of play this evening. All of the quarterfinals coming up tomorrow, and then
34.
from Sunday, the semi-finals, we go up to the best of 11, first to 6. The final on Monday played over the best of 19.
The red beside
40.
the black, not an issue. Big enough lead, enough balls available. You won't have to go near that. Yeah, play that nicely. He's just giving himself that angle
41.
to put the pink and play for the red closest to the left pocket. Just fearful of that other red close to the black cushion. Slightly in the way.
47.
Mark Williams has pulled the frame back, now trails Barry Hawkins 3-2. Oh no.
Jack Jones, 47.
Well, that's another red that's gone astray into that left corner. It cost him a frame before the interval. He can't believe it. Pretty thin snick this. Yeah. Made all the more tricky because he was using the rest.
Seen Jack a couple of times now wiping his cue. Might be a little damp, therefore sticky out there. That would also explain a couple of bad contacts and also the chalk staying to the white ball.
O'Sullivan taking the opportunity to release the black. That makes life a lot easier for him. That's rather changed the complexion of this frame, that shot. 33 the deficit, but that's nothing really if he gets in.
Yeah, a little tap on the table from Jack, just to acknowledge that. He'd love to be on this red, just above the pink. As he's having a look, can he get past the yellow and have enough of the potting angle to pot it? Played as a shot to nothing. Played it as a shot to nothing, but as he left it, a little bit unfortunate in missing it. The red to come up that far.
Well, if O'Sullivan gets on a colour here, we have a new favourite for this frame.
One.
What a hammer blow this would be, even more so than the frame before the interval if O'Sullivan pinches this one.
Three.
Slightly hampered here. But if you can drop it in, bring the black into play, and of course when the black goes onto its spot. I was going to say the black being on spot would have made the other red easier, but elected to play it there. Doesn't miss a trick, and now he's in prime position for the clearance.
11. Twelve. Martin.
Oh, goodness me. That only just dropped. Just for a split second, Jones might have dreamt of a reprieve, but that expression tells the story. O'Sullivan now has this frame at his mercy, and it might just be the decisive
26.
blow in this match. Jones has had chances in the previous two.
28.
Mr. Red in the previous frame, missed another one in this one to that left corner.
31.
Yeah, Jack will be fuming in his chair. Such a good opportunity. Bad red to miss. 3-2, he's right back in it.
35.
You feel you have to play no miss snooker to win this match now.
40.
And against players a bit further down the field, you might get away with errors like that, but against O'Sullivan, playing as he is at the moment,
46.
you don't. A clinical 53 clearance from the 7 times world champion, tightening his grip on this round of 16 match here in Xi'an, and Jack Jones at the point of no return. 3 down with 4 to play. O'Sullivan on the cusp. He leads 4 frames to 1. So O'Sullivan very much in charge, and it's a similar sort of story on table 1 right now and on Discovery Plus, where Ding Junhui back in and looking likely to go 4-1 ahead of Oliver Lyons, who of course missed a black off its spot in the previous frame before the interval when he might have levelled the match at 2 each from 2-0 behind. But Ding, like O'Sullivan, in the mood this week to punish with big breaks when his opponent does make a mistake, and he's done it again today.
Yeah, you just can't afford to miss those. You have to put the top players under pressure. They start off the match believing or confident they're going to win, and they're going to have even more belief when they have a 3-1 lead. So it's not so much a question of where you are mentally when you're behind. It's just, apart from having the lead, chances are just going to play better. It's more likely they're going to win 5-1 than it is you're going to come back to 3-all.
He's already made a break of 134 in this match, along with contributions of 63 and 77. Oliver's best break to date, just 20. Was able to battle his way to winning the 3rd frame, but nothing in the way of a break from Lyons today, and it's hurt him. And Ding turning it on for his home crowd. Champion, of course, in China last season at the International Championship, which is coming up next month here on TNT Sports. And at the moment, in great shape with his title defence in mind. Another frame-winning break from Ding Junhui here on table 1 as he tightens his grip on proceedings against Oliver Lyons. He's going to be 3 up with 4 to play, just as Ronnie O'Sullivan is on table 2. And you can continue to watch that match on Discovery Plus to its conclusion. Jack Jones now with a huge task on his hands. 4-1 down to O'Sullivan. Gary Wilson awaiting the winner in the quarterfinals tomorrow. And in the other round of 16 matches in this evening session, Lu Haoshan now 2-1 up on Stuart Bingham. Barry Hawkins 3-2 up on Mark Williams, who was 3-1 down at the interval, but Williams well ahead in frame 6. And the winner of the Haoshan, Bingham and Hawkins Williams matches will play each other in the last 8.
Yeah, lovely shot there. See it again perfectly, so slowly. Just swerved around the yellow. Come down the table, made perfect contact with the red. And it played it. It was low enough on the black to be able to go into them.
8.
determined, tough character. He's not going to give up for 1 second.
14.
But will he get the opportunities?
You could have got odds of anything up to 200 to 1 on Jack Jones the year that he made it to the world final. Came through qualifying, of course, beat Zhou Yulong in the final qualifying round, and then Zhang Anda. We've seen what he's been doing in the last couple of seasons or so. Sergei Wei, former semi-finalist at the Crucible, and then Judd Trump, 13-9 in the last 8. And against Stuart Bingham, who of course knocked out Ronnie O'Sullivan so impressively in the quarters, he won 9 of the last 12 frames of their semi-final.
Lovely shot there. Left himself a nice angle on the red. And judged it well. Not always easy to judge that kind of shot. Very easy to end up very close to the side cushion. Was able to run through, get off the cushion, have his hand on the table. Just coming around now. Just have a better look at the pack. Try and work out a plan.
$38. $39.
Be very mindful of what's happened in the last couple of frames when he's been in and missed to this left corner. No mistake this time with the black though, and look at the reds. This is a golden chance for Jones.
46.
Yeah, lovely cannon there. Caught the red perfect.
47.
This blue for his highest break of the match so far.
It'll require a massive effort, obviously, to come back and win this match, but makes it a lot easier if you can win frame or frames in one visit. Takes less out of you.
53.
Just let the white run on a fraction there. We've seen Ronnie miss black very similar to this in the last frame. And because he was just a fraction off perfect on the black, made the cannon a bit more
60.
difficult. Still is this red, but pressure on it. Yeah, beautiful strike. You can see there.
61.
Perfect cueing. Middle of the white, middle of the red, middle of the pocket.
So this black and one more red, and he'll have pulled the frame back. The initial red to get in was very nicely controlled. The black had
68.
pressure on it, but he didn't flinch. He wants another red here.
69.
O'Sullivan delayed in his push for victory.
$75. 76.
And with the frame safely secured, Jones can now push on to try and make his 11th century of the season. Of course, he was semi-finalist at the English Open, within a frame of making the title match,
83.
denied by the eventual winner, Mark Allen. But clearly in good form after a fairly modest season last season when he only made one ranking quarter-final.
$90. 91.
But this has been top class.
$97. $98.
Very well played. The previous two frames were hurtful ones for Jones to
105.
lose, having misread at key moments. But he's made no mistake in this frame.
106.
He's still got a lot to do to turn this match his way, but this is a good way to start the comeback.
$113. $150. $180. $122. $127.
A typically gutsy riposte this from the Welshman.
$133.
It's been a beautifully executed break to keep his hopes alive. Superb. A 140 total clearance. Just to remind Ronnie O'Sullivan that he's still around and given the opportunity, more than capable of taking it. He reduces his arrears, but O'Sullivan still just one frame away from the last 8 here in Xi'an. He now leads by 4 frames to 2. So we'll nip over to table 1, and it's all over bar the shouting. And there will be a fair bit of it, I suspect, when Ding completes this break. Is he going to finish with a flourish? He's been flying round the table today. He looks full of confidence, Ding, and a confident Ding is a very dangerous Ding, Fergal.
Yeah, very welcome to see him playing this well.
Closing in on his 2nd century of the match to finish the job.
As usual, seems to have the cue ball on a string.
63, 134, 77, 83, and now this. Another century. The crowd loving it. Can he add this Xi'an Grand Prix title to the international championship he bagged last season? Well, the way he's playing, he is very much in contention to do so. A lot of players are producing some brilliant snooker this week. Murphy, O'Sullivan looking great, although he's not won yet, of course. Gary Wilson, very heavy scorer, flying through today by whitewash. He's really enjoying himself. You don't really associate Ding with the power game. But it's good to see him with a smile on his face. What a way to finish. 121 from Ding Junhui. Oliver Lyons has had a good week, but it ends in the round of 16 for him, and Ding marches on to the quarterfinals here in Xi'an.
7, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
As the noise eventually dies down, Ronnie O'Sullivan breaking off in the frame he hopes will carry him to the last 8. Ding will be playing Sean Murphy, and what a match that promises to be. Goodness me, that's box office stuff, Fergal.
Yeah, there'll probably be a few odd breaks here and there, I'd say.
Yeah, Murphy, if you're joining us late today, 533 unanswered points against Kyron Wilson in the earlier session. Wilson didn't pot a ball.
You feel as the week has gone on, the standards just got higher and higher. Players getting sharper and sharper, nearly spurring each other on. Set up beautifully for the weekend.
We've now had 3 centuries in this match, a 135 total clearance from O'Sullivan, bettered just now by Jones's 140. O'Sullivan with a couple of tons, 6 for the tournament.
Yeah, mentioned setting up nicely for the weekend, but of course, quite unusually, final on Monday. Tournament starts on Tuesday. Not overly sure why. But either way, it's going to be 3 brilliant days of snooker.
And a reminder for the winner on Monday, the small matter of £177,000 and equivalent ranking points, 76,000 to the runner-up. And they've decided to go again at the start of this 7th frame. A guaranteed £22,350 for the winner of this one. Of course, O'Sullivan bagged $200,000 in reaching the Saudi Arabia Snooker Masters final in Jeddah, his previous outing before coming here to Xi'an. And Neil Robertson set fair for a couple of years now, courtesy of winning the $500,000, Fergal.
Yeah, $500,000, whether he likes it or not. No, it's set him up beautifully. He's in a great position. He can plan a season. Yeah, it's noticeable in the modern game. Players are far more quicker to look for a re-rack.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense. I mean, ultimately, sport is an entertainment, and if things get bogged down, it's not fun for anyone, really. Spectators, players, obviously.
I did my best.
Well, I wasn't going to mention that 2 hours and change.
Here we go.
Have you been reminded about that at all?
Only every day.
It still blows my mind that there were 50 minutes devoted to the final yellow. Is that correct?
I believe so.
5-0. O'Sullivan's won matches in that time, and with plenty to spare.
Can we move on?
Oh, a bit of luck there. Handy nudge off the other red, and an apology from O'Sullivan.
1.
This match is not over. Jones now well and truly in stroke with that 140, so Sullivan won't be taking anything for granted, but that's a great bit of cueing on the yellow. He made that look easy. It wasn't.
Yeah, not everybody would have went for that.
3.
Knew if he missed it, he was leaving this red. But he's never been one to take a backward step.
Four. Nine.
Caught the pink there on its side, just pushed over towards the black. Also might affect the path of the white. Going back up the table.
Ten.
Very well. Couldn't play that any better. Always difficult when they're so close to make a good strike. Of course,
16.
not hit it twice.
Seventeen.
Just had a little look there. You see him stretching, just deciding where he'd like the white to be. Put it in a position that he doesn't have to use the rest. Of course, even if it is a bit of a stretch, he could use his left hand.
22.
Just seeing, does that black go past the yellow? Love to pot that and get it back on its spot. Notice when he goes around, it doesn't take his eyes off the table. Doesn't miss a trick.
$23.
Noticeable also this week, mannerism Ronnie has. Before
28.
he gets down to play, to see him tap the butt of the cue on the floor. At first I thought he was doing it to maybe get rid of some excess chalk, but I actually think he's using it as a
29.
trigger before the shot. We've never seen him do it before. If he wins this tournament, half the country will be doing it.
Well, he's not happy with that one. He's overscrewed. Not on his intended red. Looks
36.
like end of break. Just when he was entertaining thoughts of finishing the match. Smiling, but internally livid.
Yeah, he's so far out of position. I'm not sure if he's underscrewed or overscrewed. It doesn't look like he'd get on those two reds to pot. So for him, a rare and bad misjudgment. Might well have compounded by leaving this red to
36.
right corner.
I'm sure Jones was fearing the worst there, wasn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
As it is. One good pot and he could be back in business here.
One.
Good red, but very much amidships in terms of position.
Jet Jones, 1.
Previous red was quite difficult, couldn't overly commit to position. Important passage of play coming up. Little mini game to see who pots the next red, creates the next opportunity. Jack could be very aware. Makes one more mistake, could be his last. Came down to see, is this a plant? It is.
1.
And played in such a way, gone past the balk line. Great opportunity to close out the frame and match. Jack could be feeling a bit sorry for himself in the chair. Couldn't have foreseen that in playing the shot, he'd leave that plant.
5. 6.
And after the surprise positional misstep just now from O'Sullivan, it's hard to imagine he'll make a similar error this time. Jones with that brilliant 140 total clearance, but is that going to be as good as it gets for him today?
Ronnie goes on to win. Be interesting to hear in his interview. Seemed to be a bit unhappy with some point the balls, also the table.
Yeah, he's been giving his tips some attention as well at points during this match.
14.
I think he's had a new one put on fairly recently, although that's nothing new for O'Sullivan, of course. He was taking to biting them off at one stage, wasn't he?
Yeah, he likes a new tip, all right. But again, very good signs. He hasn't been at his best. Maybe the conditions aren't at the best, but it hasn't affected him. Certainly hasn't affected his concentration or attitude. We have seen in the past smaller things bother them.
17.
So these are all very good signs coming into the weekend.
And traditionally, I think he's seen, you know, difficult conditions, whatever the cause, as a challenge rather than something to shy away from. Yes, he's been a bit more vocal this week about
18.
the table, but generally speaking, it's never something that seems to faze him. And when you look at the way he's scoring this week, it doesn't seem to be affecting him overly.
23.
On the cusp now, this red.
24.
And another black, and it's surely over. Another very impressive performance from O'Sullivan. Jack Jones has played his part. The 140 total clearance was outstanding, and there were a couple of other frames where he had chances and was punished heavily for missing.
31.
A couple of reds into the left corner,
32.
proving very significant for him. But O'Sullivan looks very strong again, just as he did in Saudi. And it's going to be Gary Wilson for a place in the last four. Another match that promises much. Wilson in great form again. Made a 147 himself recently. 5-0 win today. So this tournament really bubbling up into something
39.
special in terms of the climax
40.
over the weekend and on Monday for the final.
The form and mood he's in, you do feel
46.
somebody to beat Ronnie, they're going to have to be at their absolute best.
47. 56. 59.
58 in the first frame, 135 total clearance in the second. An even 100 in the
63.
fourth, 53 in the next. Jones responding with his own brilliant TC,
68.
but O'Sullivan finishing in style.
'74.
The clearance of 81 to seal the deal for the 7 times world champion Ronnie O'Sullivan. Jack Jones congratulates him sportingly, and the pair exchange some friendly words at the end of the match. But O'Sullivan is going to take some stopping, there's no question about it. He's cueing beautifully. He says that he's cueing beautifully, which perhaps is the most significant aspect of it, because he doesn't normally talk himself up, but he's looking very strong. He's gone through by 5 frames to 2. He'll play Gary Wilson on Saturday for a place in the semi-finals, and that promises to be another humdinger. It's been a positive week for Jones, who of course made the semis of the English Open, so he's on an upward